I just stopped the truck. I'm in Milan, New Mexico. It's about 50 degrees outside, which is really nice. And also the other thing is really nice are my the blue lights that I just installed. I really like it. Makes my truck feel more like my truck, more like my home, more comfortable. Helps me last longer out here on the road. My flashlight's actually brighter now. I don't know why. It was dying. Now it's blinding me again. What was I gonna say? The whole point of me making these videos is as a log for me on a daily basis. This is something that I planned on doing, something that I want to make for me, because it helps me understand and reflect back on each one of my days out here on the road. I don't give a shit what anybody else thinks. If you like me, if you don't fucking like me, if you have a fucking opinion that you wish to express that's not fucking very kind, then you can go ahead and screw yourself and lay down in traffic, preferably near a bus stop. For the other people that I wish to this message, I really appreciate that you watch this and that you're taking the time to see the world through my own eyes, through my perspective, as I tell the story of my life with my own words as I see it. And most particularly, the number one reason of why I make these vlogs, why I'm out here logging all this stuff, is that one day, if I ever do get to meet my daughter, she can come here and see exactly what my life is like and what I've been doing out here on the road, since I don't get to see her. I don't even know this person. And when she gets older, she might want to know. And if I try to tell some kind of a story and they don't believe me, well, they can come back here and look at these videos and watch and find out that, hey, this is actually what I did. This is where I was. I'm not BSing you. So if you're going to come here and criticize me on whatever it is that you feel you got to criticize me on, the only thing that you're doing is making a fool of yourself. If you try to tell me that that I don't understand traffic and try to justify your wrongdoings let me put it this way. You signed a contract with the state saying that you're going to follow the rules and obey the laws on the road, and then you get out here and you don't do that, you basically lied. You invalidated your license. If you don't abide by these rules, if you don't understand it, if you don't understand the conditions on the road and how to drive for conditions, then you shouldn't be driving at all. You shouldn't have a driver's license. There's public transportation and other modes. I would highly suggest that you don't get anywhere near the road unless you have an adult with you that does understand how to get around. Like, like the lady that has that stop sign. She helps the kids cross the street. You need to have one of those people with you. Usually, probably anywhere that you go, an adult. So I feel about that. That's what I see out here on the road. Is so many people out here that feel that they're doing stuff that they're doing is correct. What they think they're doing is the right thing to do, and it's not. It's not just their own way of doing things. It's just that they just don't understand what they're doing and how it causes problems. Anyway, this is New Mexico. Right here at this area, just down the road, not far from here, was one of the worst snowstorms that I ever came across. Out of 6 years on the road and all those years of dealing with snow, I had never seen so much snow fall in such a short time as I have here in New Mexico. And all across the entire state, that night, all the highways were all shut down. There was literally no open roads in the entire state of New Mexico. There was even snow in Mexico. Not New Mexico, but actually in Mexico, it was snowing. Interstate 10 all the way down by the border, it was closed because of snow. People were crashing off the side of the road. Every quarter mile there was at least one vehicle on the side of the road. People were following each other. One vehicle just drove off into the median. The other vehicle was right behind it, just drove right in the median, right in front of me. And the rest of them were just following me down the road. I was looking for grass sticking up out of the snow so I could tell where the side of the road was. Complete whiteout. You couldn't see. Going 5 miles an hour. There's no way that you can navigate the road at any speed higher than that. You're just going to drive right off it. There was zero visibility, and I ended up on a ramp, and I didn't even realize I was on the ramp because I was following the grass and the delineators, trying to figure out where exactly the road was, and just kind of feeling with the tires, making sure I wasn't sinking down in the dirt somewhere. And I ended up barely could make out a sign for some place, and I was on the ramp, went over the overpass and pulled in, and it happened to be a casino parking lot. And I couldn't really tell if I was in a big area or a small area. I basically just stopped the truck there. When the snowstorm lifted and visibility, was better, I had about 4 trucks in front of me, 4 trucks beside me, and then hundreds of trucks on both sides. And I was centered in the group of hundreds and hundreds of trucks that had all just piled in to that one little area. There was snow was up to over the hubs, over the center part of my wheels, and up to the bottom edges of my door on the truck. Snow drifts waist deep in the parking lot. Trucks that were trying to get out and get back on the road were stuck in the snow. They couldn't even go anywhere. There was so much snow. Eventually all did get out of the parking lot, but I was there for 2 days, and that was right here in this area of New Mexico. I was actually at the Sky City Casino. It was a mile marker 102, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, this is New Mexico. I do like driving across the state. I do like being in New Mexico. It is always interesting. It's always an adventure in New Mexico. I don't mind being out here. The traffic's not bad. It doesn't bother me. The roads are open. The other trucks are hauling ass, but they get out of the way and they're gone pretty quick. And I don't run into too much traffic except for like Albuquerque. Albuquerque can get a little bit crazy there, but I-25 going north, that kind of gets nuts. I don't like I-25 at all. Any part of Interstate 25 is not good to me. I haven't been north on I-25 out of Cheyenne in Wyoming. I know it's just between Albuquerque and Cheyenne, Wyoming. That's all the Interstate 25 I've driven. Maybe going south a little bit. No, I've been all the way to El Paso, Texas. I think it's I-10. I don't know. I forget my maps right now. Look at it, but I don't care. But I really like my blue lights. Definitely trying to enjoy more about this life on the road, because I know I'm going to be out here for a long time. So you got to make it. You got to make it an enjoyable trip. You got to find something. So I'm just looking for any little pieces of positivity and all of this stuff. You still cannot let your guard down. I cannot let my guard down on the road. There's no getting out here and getting relaxed and just letting all that stuff go. You have to be on your toes 100% all the time. I don't care what anybody else says. You just go down the road. Oh, it's easy. If you think going down the road is just this easy, relaxing thing, then there's a lot of stuff that you're not doing, and you're in a high risk because you're not paying attention to it. And if you don't know it, there's all kinds of stuff going on all around you that you have no idea is happening, and at any moment it's just going to happen. It's going to be a surprise, oh shit moment, and that should never happen. There should be no oh shits, like no slamming on the brakes, no sudden stops. Everything should be nice and smooth and controlled. When you see vehicles coming up around and behind you, and you know they're going to get in front of you, you got to back off. It's just what you got to do. They shouldn't be doing what they're got to be doing. That doesn't mean you got to fight them over it. You're just putting yourself in a dangerous situation. You got to get away from that. It means slowing down. It means slowing down. Let the group go in front of you, and then you'll find out that the traffic is real light behind them. They'll go up and fight for position in front of you, and you just watch them put on a show. It's like a TV show. This real life reality of just people that don't understand that they're not getting anywhere. Then they exit the highway and you end up right behind them. He didn't go anywhere. He didn't get anywhere any sooner, any faster. They'll make up any time. And those who understand that know exactly what I'm talking about. Those who don't are just going to argue and try to justify their actions. And those of us know you're a fool. Complete fool. And you should just let go of that ego, because that ego is going to get you or somebody else killed. Anyway, I got to stop complaining about traffic. Get a little better life. I didn't really record anything with my camera at all. I've seen it before. And I got so much stuff already I want to use. I need to put it on my laptop so that I can make something more creative with it. It's not even really like when I use a GoPro and I'm recording stuff, I'm trying to be creative with the camera and just trying to design a show. Just put content in there and do practice different kinds of shots. It's not really particularly any real cool, specific, really like fantastic shots that I'm getting. Just the type of shot that I'm doing. Like it's there's a whole list of them. You got to go online and just look up types of shots, and it'll tell you. And there's all kinds of different things and different effects that they do. And that's what it's just trying to practice some of that, put it together, and make kind of like a movie kind of deal. So that's just like a hobby. I'm just practicing it. I don't know it all that well, but I'm practicing. Practice makes perfect, or not perfect, but better. You got to get better. If you don't practice, you're not going to improve. It doesn't just come to you. You don't just naturally do it. You got to learn it from somewhere. But I'm going to get to bed, get some sleep, and it'll be the night. And again, it's almost 1 o'clock in the morning. What time? I'm on Central Time. I don't even know. Well, Wisconsin time, it's almost 2 o'clock in the morning. So I'm going off Wisconsin time. So it's almost 2 a.m. 10 hours. It'll be noon. I got see, today is the 7th, and I got till the 10th at like 6 o'clock in the morning. So I got the 8th, 9th. I got plenty of time to get to where I'm going. Get plenty on my 70. I'll make it. I don't have to really worry. I don't have to rush. There's plenty of time to get there. Going any faster isn't going to do me any better, except for getting me shut down early. And I don't need to be that early. So I can just keep moving at a nice even pace and just stay calm and relaxed and not be stressed out. So that wraps it up for now. I'm going to leave these blue lights on for a little bit and close the curtains and go to sleep. See you later.